Hey everybody, this is Doreen from Privies and Prims. It is the day before Thanksgiving, 2025, and this is a needlework channel, and welcome to everybody coming in new, and to all those that have been with me, thank you for returning. I'm going to show you some cross stitch today and some quilting. I just have a little bit of each. So it won't be a long video to keep you long. I know everybody's probably getting ready for the big day tomorrow. My brother and his family are on their way here from Georgia, and I'm still in the cabin, as you see. So they're coming for a couple days. We'll go have Thanksgiving with Mom tomorrow at the assisted living, and I think there's going to be 8 of us all together. So it'll be a good gathering, and nobody has to cook or clean up. So that's even better because I don't like to cook. So let me know in the comments what y'all are doing today. So I'm going to get right to it. I have, this is my whip. The whip is work in progress. So this is what I have been prepping for my retreat, which is next week. So this is a Burden Hand Primitives pattern. And this is Robin has designed this. And she also does all my logos for my retreats. Thank you, Robin. So I got this ready so that all I have left to do is fill in. And this is where I'm at. So you can see I just have to, it's been folded in the bag. So I just have to fill in the houses, finish filling in the snow at the bottom, and then the flag right here. So I did work on this some last week. I went to my local rug hooking group, which will be even more local once I move. It is in Johnson City, Tennessee. So I did work on the snow while I was there just because it was something easy to do while you're sitting there talking with people. Oh, and I also have to fill this in. You can't barely see it, but when it's filled in, it'll show up more. And I'm guessing that's a sun. So I have to fill that in. So that'll give me something good to do at the retreat, because fill-in is perfect for retreats because everybody's talking and walking around, and then you don't have to actually count and concentrate. The other thing I've been working on is Asbury's Echoes, and this is called She Seeketh Wool, and I've actually finished stitching it. There is the pattern cover. She is on Etsy. And she's also on YouTube. She is a Flosstuber. So, and Robin's patterns can be found on Etsy also. This may be an exclusive to the Shepherd's Needles, so check that. I think there's a few other shops that carry it, but I don't think it's on her Etsy. I'm not sure. So the inside, this is for a box, and I've got my box painted. And you can see how little it is. Now, I got this at Hobby Lobby, and it's for playing cards. Now, it just comes as raw wood, and I painted mine, and then I antiqued it. You know, I sanded it to distress it, and then I just put some water down. Actually, I have it right here in front of me. It's just burnt umber, and I water it down and brush it on and then wipe it off. And that is how I get the finish on this. So inside of this, and it's hard to see on these pictures, this is what goes inside. So this is the finished, and she has, this is a little needle book here, which I will show you, and then this is stitched, which I will show you. I know it's really hard to see. This is a needle minder, and this is just some buttons. So you take the piece of the foam core and you put some Warm and Natural on it, and then wrap fabric around it, and you make it so that it fits in these little sections here. So this is the inside of the needle book. This is the outside of hers, and then that's the box. So these are my pieces, and they're not ironed. This is the piece that will go on the outside of the box. And it is Proverbs 31:13. She seeketh wool and flax and worketh willingly with her hands. Can you see the cute little sheep over here? And then the little lady. So this goes on here. And like I said, I will put Warm and Natural behind it, and this will get folded back, and it'll be, you know, made to fit, and you'll see some of the box around it. And then for my little needle book, this is my tiny little needle book. Now, it's going to have to be made a little smaller, I think, to fit. Let me see. Well, it probably will fit because it fits there, but then once I sew it to another piece of fabric and turn it right side out, it'll be a 1/4 inch shorter on top and bottom, so it should fit just fine. But look how tiny, and she's holding a little quilt. I love that. So this is just a piece of my linen, and then I have to put another fabric and sew it right side together, leave an open, and then you cut an opening actually, turn it right side out, and then that opening where you cut will be covered with the piece of wool like this, so you won't see it. And that's where you hold your needles. And then the other part, right, I'm going upside down, this part right here that's stitched, I didn't center mine correctly, so I had to do 3 extra little quilt blocks, quilt stars, and I love that. So that will go inside one of them. So you get the foam core, then the Warm and Natural, and then you wrap this around the foam core, and then it sticks in there. Probably don't even have to glue it if you cut it right. So I meant to have this together before I did a video, but then I decided with family coming and the holiday and everything, and I'm going to be busy, and I just wanted to go ahead and get a video out. So that is that. And then I have one more thing I've been working on, and I think this is absolutely gorgeous. It is With Thy Needle and Thread, and my original is in the bag. It'll glare, so I'm going to show you the working copy. It is called The Needleworker's Oath, and it says, all my scattering moments are taken up with my needle. Now, I am changing colors some, and I am changing the house. I'm not doing all the white stuff on the front. I'm just going to do a regular saltbox house. And this is what I have finished so far. There, I am getting a shadow, but hopefully you can see it good. So I did change some colors. I didn't want to do a lot of the pinks, so I changed them to blues. And look at this man, look at his pants. Aren't they fun? So this is where I'm at now. I'm working across here. And that is the row of where the house is. So there's the little guy right there. And then the next thing is I'll get to the house. So I'm probably going to go over here and start on this end and do the flowers. And then I may do the house, or I may go up and do the house last. And then I have to finish the border. So there's not really all that much left to do on this, but I'm sure the house will take a while. I have to pick a house because I just want to put a regular saltbox house in there. But so there it is again. And this is gorgeous in person. I'm stitching it 1/2. And this is the fabric I'm using. And this came from Bestie Barn. Sorry, Lillian. Came from Lillian on Etsy. Bestie Barn Creations. I had Bestie in my head, or Barn, and I couldn't think of the rest of it. Hey, I almost forgot to show you this. This is something I made. It's going to be a Christmas gift. And it is made from a combination of 2 different patterns. Part of it is Sub Rosa Designs, which I think that is from Sub Rosa, and I think these are from a Teresa Kogut pattern, but I am not exactly sure. So I put Warm and Natural underneath of that, and then I glued it onto this box, and then I glued with hot glue, very light, thin bead of hot glue around. I glued this braid, which that was just in my scrap bag. I don't know where I got it from.
And then I painted the box and distressed it and then antiqued it. Now, a lot of people have asked me where I got this from when I posted it on Facebook, which if you're not following me on there, you should be, because I post all the time. And I glued this on. It's a label that I put on other things. But I got a whole bunch of these from AC Moore when they were going out of business. And I think I have 8 or 9 more. So I've used them for punch needle and all different things. You can put your punch needle in there. You can put scissors in it. And any supplies that you want that'll fit in there. Even a rug hooking hook will fit in it. So I wanted to show you that before I close out the video. So let's move on.
Okay, so now I'm going to move on to quilting. Gosh, we're only 9 minutes in and I am finished with cross stitch already. You can tell I've been super busy. I've been packing to move, getting ready for that, getting ready for the retreat, which is next week. So it's a Christmas retreat. I do have spots open. I think there are 7 spots still available. If you are interested in that, and even if you are signed up, make sure that you go to Privies and Prims on Facebook and click on events. You may have to go to, where it has across the thing, there's like a menu. You may have to click on more, and then it'll say events. Click on that. Click on the Christmas Stitching in the Mountains. And if you're going, make sure you read every post on there so you're updated on everything. You need to bring your ugly Christmas sweater, your Christmas pajamas, non-perishable food for the food bank. If you want to bring something to share to eat, you are welcome to, but there's no scheduled potluck. Bring your favorite Christmas cookies and we'll share them during the pajama party Friday night. Trying to think what else. Bring your small swap wrapped in tissue paper, not in a gift bag or box, just wrapped in tissue paper, and it has to fit in a brown paper lunch bag. And include who stitched it, your name and the pattern name, and if you have the fabric details and all that stuff. So include that if you have it, but no other extras, no goodies. And that keeps it level, even for everybody. Okay, and again, please go on that event page and read all the details. If you want to jump in at the last minute and let me know if you want to join us for the retreat, send me an email. It's priviesandprims@yahoo.com. Now, I'm going to show you something I quilted. This is from my mom's apartment in her assisted living. And I did not use a pattern except for on the friendship stars, I used a pattern. And, but not like how to put the table runner together. And then, I don't know if you can see the quilting on the back. It's the same fabric here. I didn't do, well, I quilted and you know what? I forgot to put the back on before I quilted it with the machine. So it's not as puffy as it normally would be. It might be after I wash it, but I kind of like it nice and flat like this. So let me know if you're a quilter. Do you always wash yours or do you like them kind of nice and neat looking like this? But I just kind of went around, the shape. I didn't do each individual square. I just went around and then here around like that. And then on the outside, I just did 2 rows going along there. And the reason for that is after I put the backing on and I realized I wanted to make sure it was attached. So I had already done 1 row and then I did another row 1/4 inch from it. So you can see. And then the other quilting that I did with the backing on was I just did an X through this green just so that the backing is secured because like I said, I forgot to put the back on before I quilted it. So that is my mom's Christmas table runner. And there's the fabric up close. She probably would like something with brighter colors, but this is what I made. And maybe it'll be my table runner. I don't know. I might make her something, I would say prettier because I'm prim and she's not. So I also did a whole bunch of pin cushions. Now I'm going to probably just insert a video of them and some pictures. I saw something spinning around. There's a spinner thing on the porch and it caught my eye. On the Facebook page, there's pictures, but rather than just sit here and show you individually, I'm just going to show you the little video I did, and I'm taking them to the retreat with me. I do plan to make more primitive ones because not all of these were primitive, but I do plan on making some more. Let me know in the comments if that's something you'd be interested in, and then I can put them on Etsy. I'm not sure yet what the price will be. They will be less than $15 and possibly $10. I'm not sure yet. Let me know like what you think they should be priced at. Some of them are only 3 inches, so those of course would be less money, and then others are like 4.5. So let me know about that. If that's something you'd be interested in, I can make more and put them on Etsy. I stuffed these with crushed walnut shells and raw sheep's wool. I did not use fiberfill. I used raw sheep's wool, I think, on all of them. I just don't have a whole lot of that left. So after that is gone, I probably will be mixing fiberfill with the crushed walnut shells. But I have this raw sheep's wool that I've had for years, and I thought that was a good use for it because it's got the lanolin in it, so it keeps your needles from rusting. So leave me a comment. Tell me what you're doing for Thanksgiving. Tell me if you're interested in pin cushions, what you think I should price them at. Just say hello, but leave me a comment. And we're only 15-minute video, but I am going to put the other short thing there at the end. Oh, I almost forgot. A couple weeks ago, excuse me, we had our stitching group, Second Saturday Stitchers, it's called, and it's in Waynesville, North Carolina. And I walked in to a surprise that Stephanie was there from Just Keep Stitching. I did not know she was going to be there. So we had a great visit. It was nice to meet her in person instead of just watching her on Flosstube. We had a lot of fun, and I did take pictures of what everybody was working on, and I will include that here. And Stephanie, if you're watching, it was really fun to be with you, and I wish our visit was longer, but maybe you'll come back again. So I will wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. I don't know when I'm moving yet. I think it's the week before Christmas when I will, I actually go over there. I have like a rollaway bed set up and stuff. So last weekend I was there and some friends came over and we were stitching at the folding table, sitting in camping chairs. So I hope to do that again and, more often once I get all moved in. I think I'm moving in the week before Christmas, but we still don't have an offer on the house. So please pray about that for us. And we will see you next time, probably after the retreat. I will try to remember to do videos at the retreat. So see you guys. Happy Thanksgiving. Bye.
I have quite a few pin cushions made up. I'm going to take these to the retreat with me. And each one has a little something on the back. A little button and a little charm. So each one is different. And I love them. And I might even be able to get more made before the retreat, depending on how things go. That's when I put the charm on the front because there's no back wool. There they are, little sewing machine. I hope everybody likes them. They will be for sale at the retreat. And like I said, I'm going to try to make some more if I have time.